Okay, so we're changing batteries on the F250. You want to pull both grounds first. So that side, then you go over here and get the other side. So I've already taken this side loose. This is a ratcheting 5/16. 5/16 and 8mm, same size. So, okay, so once you got both ground cables off, then you're safe to remove the positive side. Same thing, loosen the nut, remove the cable, push it off to the side. And you want to remove both ground cables, because if you only remove one and then you push this off and it'll arc on something, the other battery's still connected, then everything still be hot. So that's why you want to disconnect both grounds first. Alright, so once that one's off, then you're ready. I've got this one loose, so I'll take this loose. Alright, you got this little lug here, that's got to come out. So this is a upholstery tool, I guess. It's good for these things here. You can also use probably some needle nose pliers, a flat blade screwdriver, or a small pry bar. That just takes care of that. So we'll push that up over top of that for now. Alright, that's done. Down here, you've got a little plastic clip, and there's one on the other side as well. Get your little pry bar in there and kind of work it a little bit. That side's loose. There we go, got that loose. So once that's done, this whole cover comes off here. It's got a hole down here. I'm not real sure what size that is. I don't know if it ain't no or not. Way too much extension here, but it'll work. We'll get by with it for today. So you take this little bolt out here. Okay. So you got this wedge block. If you'll angle it, you'll get it out of there. Set that over there. Now the battery will come out. Set it down here for now. Lay this in here. Alright, this side. This side, you got the little wedge block right here. Go ahead and put the camera down here. Wedge block is right here. I call it that. I don't know what it's actually called. Hold down, if you will. Careful, don't lose the bolt. Pull the bolt out if you can. Set it. It sounded like it went all the way down. Alright, then you got your wedge block. That's what I'm calling a wedge block here. This is kind of a wedge. It's got a little edge on it here that goes on the battery, and the slanted side goes against the tray to wedge it in there. And that is battery removal. Pull it out of there. Alright, so I've got this little bag here that I keep in the tool shed for this very purpose. You want to put something down between the batteries and your trunk so you don't eat the carpet up and everything. Then set the old batteries in the bag like so, and then the other one, I'm gonna need two hands to do that, but you get the idea. And that way you can avoid getting battery acid on your carpet. And then we're gonna take these down as cores and get some new batteries. Alright, so here are the two new batteries. I guess we'll start over here. Push that back up again. Get out of our way. Alright. So you got your tray completely clear to where you can set the battery in it. And then I'll just set that in there and then pick up the video from there. And same will be true over here. I'm going to move all the cables and everything out of my way before I have the weight of the battery on me. On the passenger side of the vehicle, you can leave this strap right here, you can leave that on there. But on the driver's side, it's got to come off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tool. I'm going to come up under the strap right here. And just push that little tab back with it. And then should be able to pull the strap out at that point. So I'm going to see how well that works, but I got to have two hands to do it. Alright, so we're looking down beside the battery here. Got the new battery in place. Simple enough to figure out which way it goes. You just have to put the positive terminal back in the same place where it was when you came out. So right in that hole there, we're going to put this block. And we see it's got the step. Put that on the battery side. Yeah, we're going to angle down by the relays here. There. Angle down and then in. Alright, we'll line up the grooves. And we should put us close anyway. It feels like it's trying to screw in there. Alright, so we'll just spin that on down here. Get my socket off of there. That's pretty good. Yeah, she's not moving. So now we're on the passenger side. Get the battery a little push, make sure it's seated at the back of the tray. Second verse, same as the first. So we'll put this down in the hole. One of them deals where once you get your hand in there, you can't really see what you're doing. We'll line up the slots and notches here. Alright, I'll put that right there. Spin it on down with the old Milwaukee's. I'm just basically just using my wrist to pull it down. I don't want to strip it. So that'll be enough. Yeah, here's the battery in place here on the driver's side. And that's where that cover went. What you don't want to do here is get excited and start connecting cables, because we still have to put this cover on over here. You got to put that back on. So what we need to do next is we'll take this cover off, this red plastic cover, and we'll get it off of there. Okay, that out of the way. We can replace that other cover there. Remember, this piece here connected to the battery cable, so put that towards the engine, away from the fender, and then yeah, just kind of work it in there. All right, well, it finally went into place, kind of all of a sudden and violently, but it went. Okay, this one here is already snapped on the back side, so we just get this to snap in place here on the front side. Believe that's got it. Okay, so now with that done, we can start thinking about mounting cables. And we're going to hook up the positive first, and then we're going to do the negative last. Yeah, okay, so we'll go ahead and set this positive one on here, making sure that the negative one is not attached. I don't have the new felt for this side. I do have an old felt for the other side, which we'll reuse. If your cables are corroded, you'll want to clean them. Mine are cleaned. So we'll put this felt piece down here, like so. And then put the negative one on this one. Yeah, we'll turn it over. Alright. So, with those cables in place, I can begin tightening some nuts here. Like see. Okay. Like say, with that in place, and we'll just snug this up. You don't want to over tighten it and strip it, because then you cause yourself more headaches, and that's not going to fix it. That's just going to break it. So as long as it won't wiggle, it should be tight enough. Put that back on there. Now we're back over the driver's side again, and we'll tighten up this one. Alrighty. Yeah, that's plenty snug there. See how it won't wiggle and pull on it. So we don't need to go any tighter than that. And we put this back in place. Now we can start with our ground cables. Since we're here, we'll go ahead and start tightening over here. Again, we'll check to see if it wiggles. It doesn't, so it should be tight enough. We don't want to over tighten it. Okay, that's one battery installed. That should make 2 batteries. We'll push this back through like it was. So let's see if we can get a camera on it here a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, it's got that little deal there, and we'll just push it from that side. Push that back in there. Well, it should be batteries. I don't know why the light didn't come on. All right, well we have a dome light. We have a dome light. Didn't even play around. Won't take it easy. All right, and that is battery replacement. Using 6 old Powerstroke. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't take care.